Waking up in truth is so much better than living in a lie. I love working. I'm a workaholic and I'm really privileged for some of the jobs I get offered, and so I just want to keep going. I'm an ambitious person. I never consider myself in competition with anyone, and I'm not saying that from an arrogant standpoint. It's just that my journey started so long ago, and I'm still on it, and I won't stand still. There's the argument that you can relate to someone who's completely unrelatable. In the way that a director shows you his imagination on a film, then I get to show you my imagination in a big dumb character. I come from an era, in my world, where you just had to define yourself as who you are and what you do. I happen to be an actor. I happen to be someone that loves to act, that also likes music, that also likes to speak, and that also has an opinion. In Pacific Rim, I had to have a haircut I wouldn't usually rock. However, the mustache I had in the film, that might have to come out again. It was a good mustache. Good times. I'm rebelling against being handed a career, like, you're the next this, you're the next that. I'm not the next anything, I'm the first me. I can't be myself, I can't just be Idris Elba. But that's just the nature of the business. If I was gonna go to jail, I don't want to go to jail for stealing a bottle of water. I'll steal the $20 million. At least then it was worth it. The one album I can't live without is called Come Below by a band called Culture. Every song on their album is deep, but there's one in particular called This Train. I have a tattoo of the lyrics on my left arm. I've never had to explain Prometheus to people, ever. Most people get it. The long and short of it is that I am now in a position in England to green light movies, and that's really excellent. Not high-budget movies, but movies nonetheless. I think The Wire really is relatable. It reflects an ongoing issue across America about inaccuracies in major cities between rich and the poor, and some of the things that go on behind the red tape of council and government bodies. Imagine a film such as Inception with an entire cast of black people. Do you think it would be successful? Would people watch it? But no one questions the fact that everyone's white. That's what we have to change. What an honor it was to step into the shoes of Nelson Mandela and portray a man who defied odds, broke down barriers, and championed human rights before the eyes of the world. It's actually quite criminal how The Wire was systematically ignored. It's really funny because the same people who loved me as Stringer Bell were the same people that were watching Daddy's Little Girls literally in tears. When you come from an underprivileged background, oftentimes you feel a little overwhelmed by your education or your lack of. I'd rather a young black actor read about success as opposed to how tough it was. I get these roles because I can act, and that's it. Hopefully that's it. What really excites me in a project is when it goes in a way you haven't been before. I find that a lot of actors who are good and open to challenges have lived a full life. When you walk into an audition, you have more to say for yourself because you come from the real world. It's more enticing for directors, I think. The adrenaline feeling of jumping out of cliffs and bikes and all of that is very specific to the film. In Pac Rim, I'm not doing that so much. There isn't that touchstone work for me in it, but there is a lot of action. Television, for me, is a medium that I'm probably always going to be attached to, one way or another. I still sing on bits and pieces. Singing's something that I love to do, but it's not something that I pursue as a career. I'm not a popular actor. I don't necessarily want to be famous. I want to be known for great work. I want to be known to surprise audiences. Actors tend to not know how their performances are going to actually be used. Even though the script says one thing, in the edit, it can be something else. What kind of role do you play after someone like Stringer? You know what I mean. You play another gangster. What's the point of that? I've played the gangster. I try to keep it really varied. It just makes for more of a fun and interesting career. Being able to work with Ridley Scott on this film is like being able to play on the Olympic team for actors.